Alright, welcome back to my channel. So after we have successfully composed and harmonized this piece, Twende kwa Furaha, we are now supposed to do the lyrics. You're supposed to do the lyrics, and today I'm going to get you through that, right? Step by step. If there's any changes to make, also we'll make together, so that at least the piece is well done. So before we start, I want to thank all of you for the support you've shown me, and I'm sure we are helping each other at least understand when it comes to composing, especially using this software, which for many might be difficult. I hope you follow me. I pray that we work together in this journey so that we all grow together. So let's begin. Right. So we are dealing with this piece. So the first thing you do is we first understand what the lyrics are saying. And the lyrics were supposed to say twende kwa furaha nyumbani kwa Bwana. Okay, so those lyrics must appear over here. Alright, so this is where we start. You press there. The next thing you want to add is lyrics. So what you're going to do is a shortcut I'm showing. There's a long cut somewhere, but I'll just show you the shortcut. You press Control on your keyboard, Control, press, hold, and then you press the L. Press the L. That is what you're going to see. Alright? Control, hold, and you press the L. The next thing is now typing. So twende kwa furaha. So ensure it starts with the caps. So twe. Right? The next point should be nde. So you press the space key. Space key. My apologies. So you highlight there. Alright. So space there. Again. Kwa. Fu. So I've done twende kwa fu ra. So this should be change it to crochet. Right? Also this. Change it to crochet. Also this. Crochet. You can decide to link this using a tie, not necessarily a tie, a slur. But then there's a difference between a tie and a slur. I know most of you don't really know about it, but there's a difference between that. So we are going to use a slur over here, connecting these two notes. So with that, you're going to select this first note, alright, and then you're going to press S on your keyboard. See that? So it means you've extended this note value, ra ha, and then ra ha. goes there. So this is ha. Then it's still supposed to add the new, because this alto is just one note for ha, but there's no new. Alright, so we are going to change it to a quiver. Right, and then we're going to drop it. If you can drop it. Alright, and this is la, this is re. So we can change here. You can say this is re, this is T, right? You can do fa somewhere, and you can do so somewhere. True? Or you can decide to leave it like that. But again, you have to change this. This is la. So la, la, so mi fa, so la, so fa mi fa, fa fa so la do. Alright, so you can decide to do fa. This is so la, fa, mi. So you can decide to do fa here, and then so somewhere. Where will so be? Here. Or you can decide to do so and put fa somewhere there. Alright, so, and this should be so you're supposed to change this. Put it as quiver. Also this, put it as quiver. And then now we do the fa and so. So because this is la, you can do so here. Make sure you change to number 2. So. And then fa goes somewhere up here. It is mi, fa. Alright, and then you can continue now. Because it is mba, I'll show you. Put it on one note value. Like that. Ba, ni, kwa, bwa. Make sure you change this too. Alright. And then you add, so that it fits with the word bwana. I hope it is understood. Here. And then now you go here. Alright. 1. Alright. This is for the altos. But I wanted to use bwana differently for the bass and tenor line. So I'll just select here. Then do the same process, Control L. And then do bwa. Na. Alright, we can put it in bracket, that is shift, and then also select here shift number 9. Alright, and then you do the slotting. Yes, you can drag it up to here. Alright. Also with the tenor, same way. Drag it up to there. And then we can continue. New. Ba. Ni. Kwa. Bwa. Na. Alright. Again, we have this section over here. We can do the sla. Alright. Also here, bwa a sla. And also after the alto, bwa a. Alright. So anywhere you stretch the note, you have to use the sla or the tie. But in this case, we have to use the sla because ties are only used on the same, if the notes are on the same pitch or the same line or space in the staff. That's why we use the tie. But in our case, we're going to use the sla because the sla must be used because the notes are in different lines or spaces, or you can say pitches in the staff. So we must really get the difference. For instance, I can say I can use a line over here. If we were to stretch this ni e is in the same line, ni e, right? But because it's ni kwa, we cannot use that. But we have used a sla here, bwa a. If, for instance, this note was in the same space as this, and I'm stretching bwa, I could have used the tie. That is the difference. There's nothing else over there. So this is how you put the lyrics in the stuff. I hope it is well understood. Very nice. So the next thing is I want to remove all these empty spaces so that I can just show the parts where we have done the the harmonization and also putting of the lyrics. So I'm going to select this and I'm going to press the shift on the keyboard and then use the direction, the down direction, and then the side direction to select all these empty stubs. Alright. After that, I'm going to press the right key on the mouse. You can choose anywhere, but avoid these marks, avoid these rests. Choose anywhere. Alright. Press the right key on your mouse, and then the C delete measures. You can also use these shortcuts: Control Delete, Control plus backspace. You can also use that. But for me, I'd rather just show you the long route. So you delete measures. See, very smooth, very nice. This is how you do the cleanup after you've done the lyrics, and there's empty stars from there. So you can play again. Very nice. So ladies and gentlemen, this is how you use MuseScore to simplify your life when it comes to composing. Very simple, as you can see, very neat, very organized. So thank you for listening, and don't forget to at least like, subscribe, share, comment. I'm accepting any comment, changes, anything, any suggestions, so that we all grow together. Otherwise, be blessed.